Haiti in the late 20th century was not a peaceful place. As peaceinsight.org reports, a military coup in 1956 marked the beginning of 29 years of dictatorship, during which the country saw widespread violence and human rights abuses. Haitians needed a way out. In America, the land of opportunity was just across the water. According to Stephen M. Fjellman and Hugh Gladwin, since 1958, Haitians of all economic strata have attempted to leave Haiti for a less physically and psychically threatening world. Literally thousands of Haitian people have attempted to travel to the United States in small boats since the 1970s. Edwidge Danticat, in her short story Children of the Sea, describes a group of Haitian migrants who have taken off from the shore of their home country and attempted, like so many others, to make this dangerous journey, leaving behind their families and livelihoods. The sea route these characters take is so treacherous that some Haitians have even foregone it entirely for a 7,000-mile trip around the Americas on dry ground, shown here. Still, many Haitians have turned to illegal methods to get to America in a hurry, still opting to go as directly as they can to Florida. Coast Guard officials say recruiters will sign up passengers in Haiti, transport them to the east coast of neighboring Dominican Republic, and then put them in small motorboats called yolas. They then attempt to get to Puerto Rico in the yolas, and from there it's anyone's guess how these desperate refugees will try to hitchhike on private vessels or otherwise float across the Gulf to Florida. Like the refugees and Children of the Sea, these migrants would then attempt to throw themselves on the mercy of the Coast Guard to obtain political asylum or anything that would allow them to stay in the U.S. Danticat even states that the captain of the boat the characters travel in the short story has papers and documents to show that the police in Haiti were after him, so he would not be sent back to Haiti again. These migrants were, and in some cases still are, so desperate to escape Haiti that they would risk their lives on the chance that they would be granted political asylum in Florida. However, these migrants have historically encountered many problems in making this treacherous journey. Some of these boats have sunken en route, and countless others have been turned away at the border or deported shortly after their arrival. In fact, in 1992, 37,000 Haitians had been repatriated or were incarcerated in holding facilities such as Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Even though thousands of refugees have lost their lives in trying to make this journey, thousands more still tried and do try to this day. The political situation has been so bad and life there so miserable and violent that anything seems better than the conflict in Haiti. The man on the boat in Children of the Sea hopes for escape in America, but gradually gives up his hope. He gets on the boat before the story begins, presumably with the intention of thriving in America. However, at the end of the story, he commits suicide as he gives up and falls into the ocean. The pain and suffering he went through and witnessed on the boat was too much for him to handle, and he becomes one of the thousands of Children of the Sea who have died in search of a better life just across the water. His story reflects the dreams that so many Haitians had of freedom, and his eventual death as a result of the journey is also something common to many Haitians in the past.